in the surprising Milwaukee Bucks, Patrick Ewing in the New York Knicks, and Charles Barkley in the dominating Philadelphia 76ers. Cheer for those terrific Red Wings, too, as they face off.
The Pistons down by 13 as we're just moments away from the start of the third quarter. An all-important contest, need we say more, for this club, as the Nets have struggled in recent days, losing 5 straight coming into this contest. They then head for the road again, the Nets do, for another 5 games on the road, as they get ever close to a dubious distinction of setting an NBA record for consecutive road defeats, which is 32, set by the Baltimore Bullets. In fact, when they lost 32 straight back in 1953 and 54, Tom, they then disbanded.
Just gave up.
Yeah, some of the people here were kidding. Should we say the Nets will do the same thing? And tongue-in-cheek, of course. Pistons being outshot and out-rebounded badly. Pistons shooting 42% for the first half. The Nets are 56%. And rebounding, it's really a shocker. The Pistons being outboarded 22-14. The Nets, one of the poorer rebounding clubs in the NBA. They only average 41 a night. Pistons, meanwhile, the NBA's best in that department, averaging 47 per night. So really a glaring statistic. Buck Williams has 10 of those 22 boards for New Jersey.
And for the Nets to shoot 56%, you know, as a team, they shoot 45%, which is the worst, or second worst in the NBA, actually. They're getting a lot of good shots.
Otis Birdsong is yet to miss. Forced the pass inside, knocked away by Mahorn. Now there's a turnover. Maybe a sign of things to come for the Detroiters. Laimbeer, 15 per, yes.
Big shot, still not smooth. Lambs usually hit all net on that one. That one kind of curled its way in, but it's important.
Usually, beggars can't be choosers.
No, that's for sure.
We're counting that one, whether you like it or not. 55-44.
It takes a few bad ones to get your confidence back, and then suddenly they're good ones. First few minutes are very critical in the third quarter because the team usually responds to the coach's pep talk.
Both starting fives are out there. Bagley with a three-point shot. Buck Williams inside. Missed it. Rebound, Mahorn. Gotta wonder about the wisdom of Bagley's three-point shot. Isiah with a high dribble. Dantley off the glass. 2 more. There's 4 straight. 55-46. Pistons coming out much harder defensively in this quarter. It's paying off. Dantley with just 6 points off the mark. He's averaging 31 points a game against this club this season. But a foul on Mahorn on a hold.
That's a little bit of that call we talked about earlier where Ricky waits for the weight of the power forward and then moves off of him, but sometimes he'll grab a little hand. You get a good chance to see it here from this angle. Ricky's so strong. Ricky is so strong that just a little slight tug will really send somebody flying.
I don't know if he can tug anybody slightly as strong as he is. Birdsong missed it, but Williams with yet another board.
That's 2 offensive boards here in the third quarter already.
Hinson. Out the hoop, he's fouled. Foul on Isiah Thomas on the reach-in. Hinson will look for point number 11.
Shot by Roy. Has so many weapons. When that outside shot is going for him, he's very, very good at going to the hole. He's really better off playing him for the outside.
Another board, and it's Bagley at 6-1. Williams misfires. Kept alive by Hinson, but it's Laimbeer who pulls it down. Here comes Isiah. Quick penetration. Inside, too high off the glass. Mahorn, though, will try to follow. Does. Did he walk? No. Out the hoop. I was afraid Bill Oakes was going to call him for traveling. Instead, Mahorn goes to the line for a 3-point play.
A big play, Buck Williams with his second foul. Here's Isiah. He got caught a little bit, threw it up high to get over Buck. Ricky with a good follow here, very patient. Just a little bit of contact.
As you could tell there, he definitely did not walk. Got the 3-point play, touched a lot of orange.
That's 13 from Mahorn, who's leading the Pistons scorers. You don't see that very often.
Ricky also has 4 boards. 57-49. Pistons have wilted that lead to 8. Need some more stops. Kamaji's had his pockets picked, but he was also fouled. Laimbeer on the reach-in.
Lambs is saying you had no way to see that ball. It was right in front of Billy Oakes, who had the call. Didn't make one. Sometimes that upsets players more than anything. If the person with the good view doesn't blow the whistle and somebody who is blocked away calls it on anticipation.
Kamaji's averaging about 8 points a game for this club. Rookie out of DePaul, of course, was an Atlanta draft pick. and was sent here in a trade just before the start of the season. Commonwealth has 6. Travel gives it back to New Jersey.
Isiah tried to weave his way through. Jersey back with 4 guys.
10-point Nets lead.
It was a turnover, but totally don't fault Isiah because you got to force the issue.
Buck Williams just muscled even Mahorn out of there. Had great deep position, and Ricky didn't want to pick up his 4th foul. Buck Williams now has 13 points, putting up some pretty good numbers. Dantley hit the fadeaway. AD has 8.
Piston coaches are yelling at Billy Oakes that Hinson is not going out and guarding his man. He's staying in there to take the drive away from Adrian Dantley.
Birdsong crossed over on Dumars and hit the shot.
That is one player I definitely feel you have to lay out, because he is just hitting everything that he's throwing up.
Dantley showed Williams the ball, then hit the shot. Buck went for it as Dantley hit the fade.
Calls by Chuck. When the offense breaks down, get it in Dantley's hands. He's your highest percentage shooter.
AD shooting 52% from the floor. 10-point game again. Mahorn trying to front Buck Williams. Laimbeer help. That's why they got the rebound. Here comes Isiah looking for Dumars. Wisely held onto it. Penetrates off the glass. Missed the shot. Rebound to Buck Williams.
Got to play a little under control. You want to force the action, but you got to take good shots.
Roy Hinson with his flying scoop.
A lot of bad decisions by the Pistons this evening, Fred. A lot of them caused by good New Jersey defense.
65-53. Nearly 4 minutes of the second half are gone. Isiah off the back iron. Laimbeer, though, with a rebound. Follows it up. Nope. Rebound, Buck. And we got a foul. It is on Laimbeer, a technical foul. And everything's going wrong. Crowd loves that.
That's the one that Buck wanted a foul on. He played pretty good defense by Laimbeer.
But Bagley misses the tech. I don't know what Laimbeer said, but wasn't apparently a part of NBA etiquette in the minds of Crawford and Oakes.
One of the things you see a lot of NBA teams do when the shots aren't falling, they'll change the defense a little bit, and they'll go out and pick up a little earlier, try and get the club into it by making him work harder.
Birdsong knifed inside and hit the shot. He's a good shooter, but he's
not that good.
Yeah, I know. He's been a little over his head thus far tonight. But give him credit. He's making them.
Oh, he's making them, but you've got to get some contact. You know, Pistons are picking up some fouls, but they're picking up some soft fouls. You really have to lay some people out when you're scoring as many underneath as they are. Or when somebody gets hot, you got to make them think a little bit. Particularly somebody like Birdsong, who's shooting about 56% from the free throw line.
Vinnie Johnson is back in the ball game for Dumars. Foul was on Comagese, his 3rd. Maybe VJ can get it heated up. Isiah. Put it down from the parking lot.
That was a great shot by Isiah. He can shoot him as well from behind the backboard as anybody in basketball. That's one of the shots the Pistons need to get back. Heard the whistle, throws it up high. If you've played the game, you know what a tough shot that is.
If you've played the game, you know how tough it is to even hit rim on that shot. Of course, Isiah didn't hit net. 3-point play.
That's how tough it is.
Isiah
That's
has
a double dribble. Excuse me.
Where's your whistle?
Where's theirs?
67-56. Birdsong again. He has been murdered. 20 points for Birdsong.
Moving very well away from the ball.
69-56. Dantley lost it off Buck Williams, readjusted and scored. Dantley says, come on, Danny Crawford, you got to be calling a foul there. Crawford said, Dantley has a dozen. Birdsong again. He finally misses. Rebound, Laimbeer. Pistons can trim it to 9.
They have to help out on Birdsong. He's not the kind of player that creates his own shot. Has to rely on screens and picks.
Laimbeer, a good pass to Sally, who was fouled on a hold by Comagese. That's his 4th.
It's one of those fouls you wish you could decline and just let him keep playing because he was open for the dunk.
Good decision that time by the Pistons on the half-court offense.
Tomaji's with his 4th foul.
We'll be back. Pistons may be making a run here. 69-58, New Jersey by 11. 6:48 to play in the third on Pass Sports.
When he gets the defensive player to have to come out and try and take that shot away from him, then the advantage shifts to AD. Until he gets those outside shots to fall, defensive players will give him 4 or 5 feet. That affects his ability to drive around them.
Well, Dantley was 2 of 8 from the floor in the first half. He has hit all 4 field goal tries in this quarter. But the story so far, along with Buck Williams, has been Otis Birdsong, 10 of 11 shooting. Dantley in the paint, readjust again, and he was fouled. Good, quick first step by the veteran, and he'll go to the line.
Good call by Chuck Daly. Put the ball right back in Dantley's hands. He's going to make Buck Williams either foul him or give him the lane. That time, Buck just gave him baseline, and he beat him.
Amazing load. Dantley's first free throw tonight. And it seems like we have to remark every game, of course, about the significance of Adrian being able to get to the line. Well, the Pistons have success. AD missed the second, though. He has 13. 69-59. Dudley Bradley cut off by Laimbeer and Dantley. Buck Williams leads it for Birdsong. Vinnie Johnson fought through the screen. Bagley tried to go that way. Isiah was cheating to deny the pass. Buck Williams, pretty good position, turned into Dantley and hit the shot.
That's a great shot by Buck. Isiah was crawling up the back of his legs. You notice that Buck, who usually shoots a high arc, shot a line drive that time.
Buck Williams with 15 points, 16 rebounds. Vinnie Johnson sends it good.
That's a big shot for Vinnie. Pistons looking for the hot hand. Vinnie, the most likely person to give it to you. That was his first bucket of the evening, though.
Vinnie with his first field goal tonight. 71-61. Sally defending Hinson. Hand check. Foul Sally.
John is quick enough to play Roy Hinson. You want to keep him outside. Boy, when he gets half a step on you, he is gone. He likes to go to the center. Doesn't take the baseline all that often. That time he tried it. See, Buck, that's a tough shot. Pressure from the front, pressure from the rear.
Hinson with a first. He'll look for his 14th point.
Notice the Nets, good execution on offense. They keep pounding the ball down low. They go to Buck, they go to Roy. But high percentage shots most of the time.
Pistons down 12. Isiah running out of space. Had the pass tapped twice. Laimbeer off the back iron. Sally, nice job keeping it alive for Dantley. Forced the pass. Got it to Isiah anyway. Zeke missed the shot. Rebound, Buck Williams again. That's becoming redundant tonight. Bagley, tough bounce pass to a dunking Hinson. That's just beating the Pistons to the punch inside. 14-point New Jersey lead. Hinson has 16.
He's calling Vinny's number right now.
VJ back to Laimbeer. Looking inside, too tall for even Sally. Another turnover. Pistons get it back. Isiah from Dantley. There's a break.
That was a very big play for the Pistons, Fred, to cut it down to 12.
Could have been 16.
That's why you don't want the big guys handling the ball.
4:46 and counting in the third at New Jersey.
Got to do it on defense, Fred.
Crowd certainly not a factor here. Maybe 8,000 in the house. Ball swiped by Isiah. Has to beat Bagley. Oh. Maybe got away with a walk. VJ short. Rebound, Buck Williams. Vinny tonight shooting 1 of 4. 12-point Nets lead. Birdsong. Short. Missed it. Rebound, Laimbeer again. Billy with 8 of those. Isiah looking for an open man. Had the pass swiped by Bagley. He baited Isiah into the pass and then stole it. And it'll be a foul on Thomas.
Isiah couldn't know what was going on at the other end. It looked like a mini break for the Nets. He was trying to take Bagley's side. Always a good strategy. You let him make penetration straight down the floor, you don't have any chance of stopping the net break. Just stayed with it maybe a little bit too long. He's hoping to pick up the foul with Bagley's off arm, but not to be.
Third foul on Thomas. Bagley throws up a brick. Bagley's 9th point. 76 New Jersey, 63 Detroit.
Go back to Dantley.
Vinny comes off a Laimbeer pick. Laimbeer looking for Sally down low off the Vinny Johnson pick. Sally throws it up and in. Nice ball movement that time. Sally has 8. 76-65. And New Jersey calls a timeout. Bob McKinnon, their interim coach, will take over and see what he can do about trying to pad that lead. New Jersey has looked like a vastly improved basketball club tonight. 3:36 to play in the third. There's an 11-point spread. Bagley, a long bomber. He got it.
Well,
Nets by 15.
Excuse me, Fred. Starts with an inability to control the post-up players down low. Pistons may go back to Mahorn. You've got to get Buck away from the post-up positions underneath. Push him out 3-4 feet farther. That'll stop that Jersey offense. That's the first move they make, is down low, and everything revolves around that interior pass.
Well, the Nets come back with a couple of quick field goals following their timeout, forcing Chuck Daly to try and stop this thing. Pistons down by 15 with 2:57 to play in the third quarter.
Years now through the college days and everything like that, all the hoopla surrounding his signing with the Tigers. I wish him well, and I wish the Tigers well. Really puts a lot of pressure on Sparky Anderson and that club this year because they lose a lot of power, a lot of speed. It'll just change the look of that team unless Bill LaJoy is able to pull another rabbit out of the hat.
Tough task, though. Dantley was double-teamed. Count the hoop. He is fouled. He'll go to the strike.
Biggest bucket of the night for the Pistons, Fred, so far. It gives them a chance to cut it back to 12. You've got to get the ball to Dantley. You've got to get that lead back under double figures. What an unbelievable shot by AD. Got to get it under double figures if you can before you go into that fourth quarter. Pistons have not yet had a run, really, Fred, tonight. That's the difference in this game. Jersey's been able to put together small streaks, but it seems like it's consistently 6-4, 8-6, just enough to keep padding that lead a bucket or two at a time.
Well, the Piston turnovers has contributed to the fact they just have not been able to put together a spurt. Bagley lost the handle. Good swarming defense as 3 blue shirts were around him. So the Pistons with a chance to trim it to 10.
We go right back to AD.
Buck Williams says, I need help on Dantley. McCormick cheated that way. AD lost the dribble off his knee. McCormick, he was fouled by Dantley.
I mean, see what the defense is of the Nets. They put Buck Williams on him, but then they take the center and they pull him back into the paint, and they try and take the drive away from AD. Pistons are trying to pull Laimbeer out of that zone so that really McCormick or Hinson, if he's playing that spot, can't stay in that paint and take it away from AD. But they've not been successful too many times.
That's the 5th point for McCormick.
Tim has to be thrilled about coming here. It's a pretty good Philly club. Now you come over to a club that's won 8 ball games. That's tough. That's one of the hardest things of an NBA player's life. The fact that you can be on top of the world one day and really struggle in the next.
Vinny Johnson readjusted the shot into a pass. Vinny was certain he was fouled on the hand. They called traveling. Every time the Pistons seem to make a run and act like they're going to maybe catch up to this club, the Nets come right back. Pistons now with 17 turnovers. Birdsong walks down the lane, had the ball blocked. Pass lost by Dumars. Another turnover. Birdsong with it. This is as sloppy as I've seen the Pistons all season. 84-68. New Jersey now with a whopping 16-point lead. Birdsong has 22. Wide open Laimbeer. Yes. From Dumars. Bill Laimbeer with 14. Minute and a half to play in the third quarter. Dantley up on Bradley. Buck Williams against Laimbeer. Laimbeer got an all ball. Here comes Dumars as Bagley was pesky trying to make the steal. Laimbeer, can he hit 2 in a row? No. Rebound, Buck Williams.
Tough, though, not real confident in his shot right now. He's given it up or passed it up several times, but after he hit that last one, he probably felt a little more confident. That was a big time down.
Inside a minute to play in the third.
Rams doing a better job on Buck Williams right now, playing him different.
That should be an offensive foul as he wiped him out. No acting job by Laimbeer that time. He caught a stiff arm to the chin. Well, you see it.
Morganson returns for the Nets.
This is an interesting strategy by Chuck Daly. I like it personally. Going to go with Dennis Rodman at the 2 guard and see how they match up right now. Right now it's Rodman against Otis Birdson. You may see Dennis post up down low. You need to get some second shots when the first ones aren't falling.
Ball picked by Laimbeer. Foul by Bradley. Laimbeer had a left-handed hook in mind, and Bradley got armed.
Good drive. Not a bad, well, not really a good foul by Dudley Bradley. I think you want to see if Laimbeer is going to make that shot. Still not known for shooting on the run all that often. Likes to shoot it from the elephant jump shot, some of the fans call it. Sometimes when he makes that move to the hole, the advantage shifts to the defense. So I think until you've seen it a few times, you might want to let him take it. And the last thing, of course, you want to do is put Laimbeer on the line.
We had some fun kidding Laimbeer at the Laimbeer roast in December about his jumping ability, which he took good-naturedly, of course. Pistons center with a couple of free throws, so Pistons come back with 4 straight. 84-72. .32 seconds to play in the quarter. Birdsong over Rodman, short. Tipped in by McCormick. He kept working even though Laimbeer had him boxed out. 86-72. Ten on the shot clock, in excess of 2. Dumars to Rodman. Dennis penetrates down the lane. Yes! Left-handed finger roll.
You got to play it right now. 5 seconds to go. You got to stop the ball.
Bagley at half court. He hit about a 60-footer earlier this season. Now the Pistons were down by 13 at halftime. Best they could do after 3 is a 12-point deficit. 12 minutes to play at the Meadowlands. It is 86-74 New Jersey. We'll be back on Pass Sports.
NBA comes your way this February on Pass.
Well, here in New Jersey, it is 86-74 Nets after 3 quarters of play. In Toronto, after 1 period, the Maple Leafs lead the Wings 1-0. Those 2 clubs playing to a 3-all tie last night as the Leafs managed to get a goal with 3 seconds left in regulation. Our next Red Wing telecast, by the way, on Pass will come your way next Friday as the Wings will take on those very strong Calgary Flames, a very good club. In fact, last time they were in here last Saturday, I say in here in Detroit, just a tremendous hockey game, wound up in a tie, but everyone in attendance that afternoon thought they had seen 60 minutes of, or 65 minutes of total hockey, which they were rewarded with. They'll go at it again next Friday on Pass at 7:30. Another turnover. Ronnie Rothstein just can't believe it as he bangs his notepad on the bench.
The value of Dudley Bradley, he came back and actually created that turnover. Yet another one by the Pistons by double teaming down low.
Low post pass to McCormick. Oh, no. Basket interference, take it away. The ball was definitely in the cylinder as Hinson jammed it in. That ball probably would have gone down itself.
I was going to say, I thought that one was going home. Get a chance to see it here. Everybody comes over. You see good close with the big guys, Rodman and Sally, along with Laimbeer. Big bucket now, 12 points.
Dantley staring at Hinson. Hooks. No. 80 couldn't get the loose ball. Bradley beat him. Bradley to a trailing Birdsong, and Rodman blocked it. Dennis with his second rejection.
Rodman in there. I think when nothing's happening, Dennis is the one guy, maybe the key guy to get things going. Very emotional player. He may make some mistakes in his aggressiveness.
Bradley spun it off the glass. Even he has killed the Pistons tonight with 13. Dumars leans inside Bagley for a tough shot.
We'll get down there, don't play half court. Sometimes when things aren't going well, you're better off, even when you have negative numbers, 3 on 4, 2 on 3, get it up anyway. Because the half-court game just doesn't seem to be working so far.
McCormick with a sweeping hook, way short. Rebound, Sally. Got to get a hoop here. It would cut it to 10. Pass to Laimbeer. Down low to Rodman. Blocked and fouled by Birdsong.
It's fouled by Otis. That's what you want to do. When Dennis gets down low, you got to make him prove he's going to make his free throws on this particular evening. Dennis has had trouble with his hands all year, of course, you know, alternately playing with them taped and untaped. He's flexing it a little bit right now. I'm sure the coach has told him if he's going to get half a step on you, you've got to take him down.
Dennis Cooley hits the first one. That's his 3rd point. But you're right, he can be an electric-type player and put a charge into his club when he's got it going. Sally with a rebound, lays it in. It winds up being a 3-point play. Now it is down to 9. Now can the Pistons get some stops and get back in this thing? Both Chuck Daly and Ronnie Rothstein off the bench exhorting their club defensively. This sequence is broken down. Dantley and Sally double team. Here comes Comagese, 5 in the shot clock. Ooh, he got the roll.
Big shot by Dallas. Pistons with good defense, though.
Can't fault the D that time. 11-point game. Dantley, yes. AD has 18. 81.
Want to extend your defense right now. Pick it up, take away the passing lanes, and deny Buck the position if you can down low.
Rodman, late through the pick. Birdsong off the glass. Boy, has he been murdered. 24 for Birdsong. Came into the game averaging just 10 points a game.
Remember, Otis has not gone to the line, only shooting 56%. He's going to kill you outside. Sometimes you got to bang him, as you say.
Dantley lost Buck Williams momentarily. Ball came out of his hands. Buck Williams retrieved. Here comes Bagley looking for Birdsong or Hinson trailing. Bagley to the hole. 2. Just like that. New Jersey comes back with 4 straight. Chuck Daly says, come on over, we're going to talk it over. Chuck wants a 20-second timeout, so we will stay here. Birdsong, 12 of 15 shooting. He's a 47% marksman for the season.
That's just an excellent move inside. This is a tough shot around Laimbeer and throws it up softly. Very, very difficult play. And here's the next one. Bagley with an excellent drive through the Pistons. So it's a little bit of transition basketball by Jersey. Allen coming off the miss by AD. Ball just flew out of his hands. I don't know if there was any contact or not, but you usually don't see AD lose the ball like that. 2 of the strongest hands in the league.
Well, 3 of the Nets already have topped their seasonal scoring averages in Bagley, Birdsong, and Hinson. But that's usually the case when you have a club that is scoring above their average with 9:10 to play. Isiah Thomas back on the floor. He joins Dumars in the backcourt. Rodman stays on the floor. Dantley goes out. Dumars had to force the shot, redirected. Laimbeer follows. No, we'll try again. Yes, he dripped it in. Laimbeer has 18. 94-83. Pistons have not been able to crack that 9 or 10 point barrier, though, since the first half. Comagese feeling Rodman on him. Pass goes to Hinson. Into the paint, knocked away by Isiah with a steal. 2-on-2 with Dumars against Birdsong and Bagley. Isiah takes it, and he was fouled. Otis Birdsong with a push. 2 shots for Zeke. 5th foul on Birdsong, and that's a break.
Good decision. You got to let everybody know that on the floor right now. Good strip by Zeke. He takes it all the way. It's going to make Birdsong play a little softer now. Pistons may want to take advantage of that. If he's going to be matched up with Isiah, you may see Isiah try and take him to the hole.
Isiah got the nice bounce. He has 12 now. Dennis Hobson off the bench. Birdsong will sit for some considerable minutes. with the 5 fouls.
That can be an important substitution, the way he is playing tonight and as erratic as Hobson has been this year, shooting only 38% from the floor.
Isiah missed the second, 94-84. Some pressure applied this time, but the Nets break it. Comegys trying to wipe out Rodman. Dennis, and there's a technical foul on McKinnon. He was yelling for a foul on Rodman on a hold as Comegys was trying to get untangled. So the Pistons will have Laimbeer at the line shooting the tech. There you see McKinnon, who normally doesn't become too vociferous on that bench.
That can be a big call. Pistons scrambling for every point they can get.
Laimbeer, nothing but net. 94-85. Billy has 19 points.
Is Laimbeer confident or what? He was gone from that free throw line just after the ball left his hand. I'm not sure he saw it go through.
Bagley down the lane. Whoa, my, you got to be kidding me. Bagley was 17. That was a heck of a shot. 96-85. Isiah among the trees. Bagley punched it away, but he was standing on the baseline. Pistons still have it with 16 seconds to shoot. 8:03 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bagley is a creator, an ad-libber, if you will, on those drives. That's his game. Dumars was fouled by Hobson. Just way too quick for Dennis on that exchange.
Sometimes when you play guys like Hobson, there's a lot of arms and a lot of legs. Quickness is the best way to go at him. If you try and shoot over them, they're so tall. Here you see Joey almost able to finish this one off. Good move inside. Pistons only one away from the bonus right now, which is important as you go down the stretch. They've yet to commit their first team foul with over 8 to go.
Big 2 for Dumars here. He has 6 points. Look at 7. Late third quarter score in Cleveland, the Cavaliers and Bullets in a duel. Cleveland leading by 1, 78-77. Knicks lead Chicago at the end of 1, 23-22. Dumars with a pair. 96-87.
The book would tell you right now that Hinson and Buck Williams are the weapons out there on the floor for the Nets.
And Bagley. Don't forget about him. He has 17. Not the go-to guy in this situation, as you're saying, but he has hurt Detroit. Foul on Rodman.
Well, they are banging each other underneath. It's pretty vicious down there. But keep in mind, there was a technical foul call. Now, where do you make the call right here? Which way do you call it? That's a tough position for a referee. You've got both people banging on each other. A lot of elbows flying.
Just the first team foul on the Pistons. Hobson put it down. Laimbeer was slapping up on a help out, but Hobson has 4. Back to 11 again. It's really been a frustrating game for Chuck Daly's club. Dumars back to Isiah out high. Over Bagley. Missed it. Sally on the follow. Blocked by Hinson. Claimed by Dumars, though. Down the lane. Blocked by Comegys. Dumars working. So is Bagley. It'll be a foul on Dumars. And Williams caught it in the throat.
Hey, watch Buck as the ball comes off. He'll be heading out. Now, where does he get hit? There goes the ball. Caught a little bit of hand, I think, from Sally as he was spinning around. Very similar to what happened to Isiah. Looks like he caught it in the same spot, just below the chin.
So a timeout to check on the condition of the Nets star. I would imagine he'll stay in there, though. He's a pretty tough customer.
Big sequence. I can't think of a time, Fred, when the Pistons have been able to get a run together of about 6 points tonight even. Either not enough stops on the one end or an inability to convert on the other end. Sometimes you run into nights like this where the ball just won't fall.
And that's part of that problem, as we alluded to earlier in the first half. When you're flat for the first 2 quarters and you fall behind by double digits, then it becomes more difficult to come back against a club that feels suddenly, hey, we have a chance to win one tonight. Pistons have played much better in the third and fourth quarters, but dug themselves such a deep hole. Comegys had it blocked by Isiah, but a reach-in foul.
5 seconds on the clock. You know, you have to know the clock offensively. You have to know it defensively as well. Sometimes that affects how you play defense. If Kamaji's coming in on the run, sometimes you don't want to bother it, and you don't want to bother him.
4th foul on Isiah Thomas. It is the 3rd team foul on the Pistons. 6:55 to play in the final quarter. Nets still in command here, 98-87.
Block.
Lewis down the lane, couldn't handle it. Tried to save it. Jump ball, says Danny Crawford. So Kamaji is the better jumper here at 6'9". Will go against Lewis, who is 6'6". Laimbeer pulled it down. 13-point game. Down deep to Dantley. Hooks over Kamaji. Tough little shot. He has 20. And a delay of game warning against the Pistons. If they call it again, it'll be a technical free throw.
Joey playing Bagley tough. I think what you want to do is get the ball out of his hands. Make Hobson initiate the offense.
Kamaji down low, tried to get it to Buck Williams, and I believe it's a foul on Mahorn and a hold. 4th on Rick.
Ricky's had a long time here tonight in the second half, after leading the Pistons in scoring most of the game.
Dantley, by the way, shooting in this half, 7 of 8 from the floor. Henson will look for point number 18. And he gets it. Henson 4 of 4 from the stripe tonight. Back up to 13.
Got to get the ball up quick. Shoot it quick.
5:38 to play in the ball game. Time is becoming a concern when you're down double figures. Dumars glides, misses. Buck Williams over the back. Got away with some contact there. Henson wipes out Dumars, and New Jersey comes down with it. Now they really have a grip on this thing. Bagley had the pass deflected. Kamaji's. No. Buck Williams.
Well, Buck is winning this game by himself. He's just beating everybody down low.
His
first Pistons on the boards.
His first field goal in this quarter, and the Pistons really in deep trouble now, down by 15. Laimbeer kicks it over to Ralph Lewis. He hits it. Ralph with his first shot going down, and it's 106-93.
New Jersey's got to use the clock right now with a 13-point lead. Take 15, 18 seconds to get into the offense. Meanwhile, the Pistons have to make it a short game.
Buck Williams with 21 rebounds tonight. That is his season best. Lewis on the double team. Bagley tries a 3. Short. Rebound Mahorn.
Somebody on his own team's got to grab him one of these times on the three-pointer.
You don't like that shot, huh?
The 3rd one he's missed tonight.
Dantley's pass was knocked away. Claimed by Lewis. Ralph Lewis, no. Rebound Kamaji's. Pistons still trail by 13, but the clock continues to tick away. 4:15 to go.
Chuck would probably rather have Ralph play within himself when he's out there rather than try and create a shot, and he's coming off the bench cold.
Williams posting Mahorn. Foul Rick Mahorn. That's 5 on him. Well, the Pistons came in flat here, frankly, tonight, and the New Jersey Nets rose their game up. And they've beaten the Pistons to the punch in just about every loose ball situation, and have deserved to win this thing tonight.
They've worked very, very hard, particularly Buck Williams, Roy Henson, and John Bagley just had a terrific game along with Birdson. You've got some people playing, I don't know if it's over their heads or if Detroit just had a hard time stopping them tonight. It's an emotional game, basketball. Many times that'll tell in who wins it and who doesn't.
Williams will look for his 21st point. And a technical foul as Mahorn was beefing with Oates. Laimbeer's giving it to him. And the wheels are starting to come off.
I think he's thrown Mahorn out.
Has he?
I believe. Now, that's real interesting. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they've just given him one. He's waving him out of there so they can shoot the tech. But that could just about seal it.
Bagley makes it 108-93. He has 21. Sally will replace Mahorn.
Yeah, one thing, sometimes you get these technical fouls on reputation, and it seems like Ricky's been a marked man since he had that altercation with Michael Jordan. Because, boy, they sure threw him out of the game quickly in Portland the other night, something that you'd never, ever see. Somebody thrown out on one remark or one occasion. You may get a technical, but they won't toss you from the game as a rule. The referees may be sending a message or trying to.
16-point New Jersey lead. Dumars on the penetration was fouled by Bagley.
Interesting lineup Chuck has chosen to go with here with Ralph Lewis out on the floor. I think he's just looking for somebody to go out there and play as aggressive as possible and try and make something happen.
And normally Vinnie Johnson would be in that rotation, but Vinnie's shot has not been there tonight. Dumars will look for point number 10. Hobson replaces Bagley, who was really worn out the Pistons tonight with his 21 points. Penetrated well and created some turnovers. Dumars with 10. 109-95. But
you have to play people. They don't have a ball handler on the floor, Jersey does.
Birdson with Lewis right there step for step. Comegys posting Dantley. AD got a piece of that one stolen by Lewis. Dumars quick up the court. Pistons are down 14. Laimbeer with a ball fake. Birdsong picked him up. Bounce pass to Dumars, deflected by Hobson. 12 seconds to shoot.
Got to get it up quick.
Dantley knifes through. Made it look easy once he made the penetration.
God, he sure does.
Dantley with 22. 109-97, 3:14 to play.
Everybody on the Nets knew he was coming. He just cut through all of them.
Laimbeer trying to front Buck Williams. He throws the arm back, says, get out of my way. We got a foul on the drive. Foul is on Lewis.
That's a tough matchup for Laimbeer. Buck, very strong, and of course, great quickness. When he faces up on Bill, he has a lot of options. Baseline or to the center. Or that fadeaway jump shot that he shoots very well.
Williams will look for 23.
Great numbers. You see the 21 rebounds and a bushel of them on the offensive end. Even when the Nets haven't shot well, he's been there to pick up the garbage.
Buck finally does something wrong. He misses a free throw. Dumars missed the shot. Rebound comes out to Lewis. Laimbeer will try a three. Sally kept it alive for Dumars, waits for Williams to come down, then missed the shot. Sally was fouled by Comegys. Toronto has taken a 3-1 lead now over the Red Wings in the second period, so nothing's going right for the good guys. Here it is 110-97. New Jersey has never really been seriously threatened by the Pistons here in the second half. They've always had an answer. 2:45 to play in the ball game. And the Pistons are down 13. Kind of tells the story.
Well, as you know, Fred, you run into nights like this around the NBA, and Pistons have had their share. So has everybody. Some nights when there's a lid on the basket, it just seems like it affects you in every aspect of your game. And tonight they just couldn't get it going offensively. What I know Chuck was hoping for early in the game, that there would be a little spark there from somebody. Maybe Dantley, maybe Isiah. He didn't know where it would come from, but he felt that it had to be there early, or if it wasn't, the club might not necessarily sleepwalk through the game, but they might be just a little lethargic coming off of that big evening. And boy, he was right that time.
Well, he had this one pegged, I think. Sally with 13, 110-98. Look at that, Birdsong just right through him. Otis with 26, 112-98. And of the 5 games on the road trip, this certainly appeared to be the easiest one of the bunch. Now it gets tougher. Cleveland, Milwaukee, New York on the road, Chicago. Pistons with 21 turnovers. Final 2:10 to play. Comegys Rebound, Sally. Dumars leads for Laimbeer. He put it down. In Bob Billy's game tonight, he's had 21 points to go with the double-figure rebounds. Laimbeer with a dozen boards. Buck Williams. Laimbeer got on the ball. And then Birdson traveled. 1:40 to go. It's a 12-point game. Chuck Daly wants a timeout.
They decided to go for some three-pointers right now with about 100 seconds to go. Your 4 three-pointers and some good defense away. That's thinking optimistically.
Early fourth quarter at Cleveland, the Washington Bullets have reassumed the lead against the Cavaliers, 89-84. Chicago leading New York by 4 in the second quarter. Houston up 8 on Dallas at Reunion Arena in the second quarter, and Seattle leads San Antonio 48-45 in the second quarter. We'll have complete scoring updates for you, some finals on our Michigan Lottery postgame update.
But then the Washington situation, as you mentioned, they're up 5 on Cleveland. That's an interesting one to watch because there haven't been too many clubs that have turned it around as rapidly and as markedly as Wes Unseld has with that Washington Bullet team. They have really played a whole different style of game, an emotional brand of game since he has taken over. In fact, it was interesting the other night when they lost by 6 to Boston, 106-100. In that game, Boston had 96 out of 106 points scored by Parrish, Bird, and McHale. Only 10 points came from anybody else. He actually pulled Moses Malone with 5 minutes to go. Told Moses, you're not working on defense, you're not helping out, you're going to sit down. That's called either job security or great confidence. Of course, when you're 6'8", yes, 250, you can do things like that.
I would say being a physical specimen, I would say.
But he seems to be a no-sense, no-nonsense kind of guy. And maybe that's what they need. He's got an interesting mix. In fact, talked to Kevin Lockley shortly after he left that club, and he said, I don't know these people here if they can ever win. They just don't seem to have the proper chemistry, the proper meshing of talents to be successful. But Wesley, so far, has really proven it not to be necessarily the case.
I still got to question, seriously, the drafting of Muggsy Bogues.
13th pick?
Right in the first round.
It's tough. Every club makes mistakes, but that one does look a little shaky. Certainly right now.
Dumars had the pass knocked away. Another turnover, 22. It's been the major story here tonight.
And the boards.
Yep. 1:20 to go. Buck Williams, rebound Laimbeer. Isiah has sat the bench for a good part of the fourth quarter tonight. Laimbeer, short of the three-point try. Bagley with a board. Left wing feed to Comegys. Blocked by Laimbeer. He has really worked his tail off tonight.
Excellent hustle play. Real easy opportunity to just concede that one.
Very easily could have. Dantley over the Laimbeer screen. He hit it. A 10-point game, but only 50 seconds to play. Laimbeer has had some great numbers tonight. 21 points, 12 rebounds. That kind of hustle. Foul on Dumars with 46 ticks on the clock. Bagley for a pair. .22 for Bagley. 48 points between he and Birdsong tonight in that starting backcourt.
Boy, that's a ton.
Especially when you consider they average 20 combined. 114-102 with 46 seconds left to play. That's the one thing about pro basketball, though. You can't, and pro baseball, hockey, where you play a lot of games, you just can't get too high or too low after a particular performance because it'd be a basket case by February if you did.
Well, that's right. I mean, it's even tough in the when you work for the team or something like that, or as a fan. You know, you get so involved in these games, and you get tremendously high on the victories, tremendously low on the defeats, and you're probably not right to do either one. And that's the coaches that are successful in this league are probably able to better ride that out. And you saw a good example of that, I think, with Lou Nanny the other day, where he just gave up. He said that the pressure was killing him. But the realities are, if you're going to be a successful team, you've got to beat not only the good teams, but you have to show up to play 80, 90% of the time, play hard, or you let the real natural ability that you have carry you. And that's one reason why I think that Atlanta can be a very successful team over the course of the regular season. They have so much talent, and they really seem to come to play. And some of those nights when they don't, and there are nights for every club, they have enough physical ability to ride some of those evenings out. But boy, you look at every club over the course of 82 games, and they're always going to have 5 or 6 games that they should have won, or they knew they should have won when they look back. Tonight, this is going to be one of those that the Pistons, I think, will reflect on. Not a surprise, as we said right from the get-go, but a disappointment.
You may recall last March. In fact, it's the last road game the Nets won at the Silverdome. Remember, I think Sidney Green lost the ball to Orlando Woolridge or fouled him. Yeah.
Fouled him at center court with like 5 seconds to go.
Yeah. So
one reason why Sidney's in New York.
Wonder how long he'll be there. Dumars got away for the 3, nowhere near, and Hinson pulled it down.
Oh.
And then Dumars forced a foul. Hinson. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Detroit Pistons and is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our subscribers. Any use or reproduction of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Detroit Pistons is strictly prohibited. Pistons will head for Cleveland tomorrow. I would imagine they'll hold a workout there and take on the Cavaliers Monday. Hinson has 20. Sally, too strong. Comegys with a rebound. Bagley up the floor to Buck Williams. Birdsong missed it. One of the few times he's been off the mark tonight. Final 15 seconds to play at the Meadowlands. Sally off the alley-oop feed of Dumars. John has 15. 116-104. This has never got closer than about 9 points in the second half. And the New Jersey Nets with a rare victory. Certainly over a upper echelon club, but they will enjoy it. They have come few and far between over the last few years. 116-104, our final score. We'll be back to wrap it up after this timeout.